What's up everyone? Today we're going to be talking about the all new Trek Rail. So this is just launched and it's going to be a very interesting bike. This is Trek's go-to electric mountain bike, full suspension, and it now has the all new Bosch Smart system. So this is playing a little bit of catch up, so you are just kind of getting a lot of features which the Shimano system already has, a little more customizability and user customization, which is going to be really cool. The new Bosch Smart App, which you can get, you're able to update the bike directly through there instead of going directly to a dealer. That's future service updates to increase your range potential or change the torque settings. As well, you're able to customize your own torque settings and power settings through the app for each mode. So you can really extend the range or drain it flat if you want and choose the amount of assist you want. This is going to be really nice for people to actually do. With the Shimano system, they've already had the ability to do this and a couple other systems. So the fact that Bosch is going with it is really nice. You're able to also track a lot of your fitness data and all that through the app. So it's going to work kind of like a GPS tracker using your phone and then the data pulled from your bike, which is cool. They also have some Trek exclusive integration, which is going to help with service intervals and provide service reminders and such. So you're going to be able to keep on top of wear items. With the e-bikes, we definitely see the wear of chains and cassettes a lot higher, and then even a little bit on the braking side of things, because you might have a lot more speed, power, or torque all on these, which normally wouldn't be there. So it's really nice to have it. The new control center looks fantastic. It is a lot better, I think, for actual mountain biking. More similar again to one of the options from Shimano. Shimano has tons of options out there for controllers. Bosch still only has this one, but it's going to work really, really nicely. Quick and easy controls, very obvious what they do. There's no hidden controls this time where you'd have to hold the plus menu and not know that turned on the lights if you have them. It's going to make it really simple. And then the unit itself has a much better LED display. You're going to be able to see what's happening, your speed, your range left, a lot easier. It's kind of a full color. It is the kiosk one, which they've had before, but it's a little more updated and it's going to work a lot better for mountain biking. The overall bike has increased suspension, so you're going to have a lot more this time. Well, not a lot more, but you're going to 160, 150 mil travel. And this is going to be something I think a lot of people are leaning towards. Gone are the days that it's a downside to have too much suspension. With electric bikes, you can get away with this slacker design, this easier to ride design with more suspension and have no downside, because okay, the climbs may have been more difficult on a regular bike, but on an electric bike you're able to still assist yourself up and over. The overall bike looks really nice. I like the placement of the screen instead of being up on the handlebars. Although I've never seen anyone break an electric bike screen before, I do know a few people with Garmin's who've kind of bit the dust because they've been on the handlebars. And that's a contact point. Even if you're flipping the bike upside down and resting it, the Bosch systems get in the way. Garmin computers get in the way. So it's nice to put it right onto a frame and out of the way. The battery is still removable, and that is key. Most bikes are becoming this way, but it is nice that they've kept to it. And that's a 750 watt hour battery, which will weigh a decent amount. We're probably looking 8 to 10 pounds. And that's going to help with loading and unloading the bike. Just protect the contacts if you do actually take it out. Overall, between the two model years, going back to the geometry, they're about 19 millimeters longer. So that's pretty significant, about 2 centimeters longer reach. And then the head tube angle is now 64.2, which is very slack, very, very slack. They have on the available 9.9 models, honestly, a crazy model where you're getting the new SRAM Axis built-in air whiz and tire whiz. So these ones will monitor your air shock and front and rear and your tire pressure and make sure that your pressures are running all at the same time, and you'll get all that information on the app and you'll be able to monitor that for optimal riding experiences altogether. Like, it's kind of crazy what you're able to do with these bikes now. Having the monitoring of the shock and the fork is going to be really interesting. It's not the most critical thing in the world, I don't think, but it will definitely be nice. And with the amount of technology you've already got on this bike, why not do that? Obviously, with select models, the 9.9, you can get the full wireless system from SRAM in the shifting and dropper post. It would be cool if there was more integration with the battery pack and battery packs. So it'd be really cool if in the future they're able to actually have the access system run through the Bosch system somehow. Obviously, it wouldn't be wireless at that point. You would have some sort of connection wires, but Shimano is kind of doing something that way with that semi-wireless system, so you just never know. They do come all the way down into the 9.8 models and a 9.8 without any electronic shifting. So there's lots of options there. They're still starting, pretty up there in price. You're looking just under 10,000 Canadian dollars and not much less US dollars. But it's something which is kind of becoming a more normal price in the e-mountain bike world. And even, unfortunately, a mountain bike world, things just keep going up and up. Even in the entry-level model, you were getting a Zeb Select fork and an Ultimate through-shaft shock. So it's not like you're being undervalued here. You are paying for a lot, but you're getting a lot. They're throwing in a lot of features, and they're giving you really good bike parts. So this is something you're going to be able to really hammer the trails with. Overall, they've done a really good job with it. Like, they've packed it with features. They've put the 34.9 seat tube, which is becoming more and more common. This is going to allow way stronger dropper posts and oversized head tubes, which work with optimized e-mountain bike forks. So it's just going to take that weight and control the bike way better. If you're looking for an e-mountain bike, it's definitely becoming one of the go-to ones, I think. The Trek Rail was always a popular one, but the problem was it literally was just verging on undersized for a mountain bike. It was great for a mountain bike, and it was a great electric bike, but was it a great electric mountain bike? I don't know. If you kind of get what I'm saying, you look at the Santa Cruz Heckler, you put a little more slacker, a little more playful, you make it feel like a really good mountain bike while being an electric bike, makes a big difference. And that's what they've done here. Bit more travel, bit more reach, and overall change the geometry to be a little more forgiving and playful. You're just going to be able to ride this really, really hard. And the new Bosch system is going to be key there. That is something a lot of people, I think, found it held it back. The Shimano system with user customizability was already, I think, a little bit ahead, although the range and the ability to save itself forever, I guess, the longevity of the Bosch system is just top notch, and they've got the backing already to prove it, whereas Shimano is still fairly new in this game. Like I said, the new rails are going to be coming out very soon. Every bike shop's going to get them at different times. I would recommend looking into them if you want one, and I would take the risk with buying this without seeing it. I know this is going to be a good riding bike. I know it's going to be easy to ride. It's going to have enough battery to do an all-day ride, and it's honestly going to be a super, super fun bike, just as that Santa Cruz Heckler was.